This is not Pain and Gain. I'm not Ryan Payne. For some reason, Ryan decided to do something else with someone else. I'm good. Scott, he's a
Well,
great partner.
look, Pain and Gain is 0-1, so we gotta right the ship here. We gotta write the Scott Harvey name. Now we're excited to be here. We're Butterflies and Hurricanes, and we've been around in the leagues, but this is our first ever official match in Full Metal outside of Classic. So it's great to get started here, and it's great that it's going to be in a tournament setting. I mean, Dan is obviously we know the guy, and he watches movies for a living, so he's going to be really tough. And Steve, I don't know him too well, but back when I played my first match in movie Warzone, I also played somebody that nobody knew too well, and his name was Adam Collins. So I think we all know how that went. So we're not taking anyone lightly, and yeah, let's go have a good match.
Dan has great posters, by the way.
Well, I'm back in Full Metal Teams. I had a teammate who decided to leave me and go with somebody else. And so I had to find a new teammate. And this is my first match in quite a while, actually, in teams. But I couldn't have asked for a better person to be my teammate, Mr. Steven. Thank you for teaming up with me, and hopefully we can do something tonight.
Yeah, me and Dan got a history. I do some shows with him back in the day, and we're both what's the name of our team? The Real Deals. I mean, if anything, we're the real deal with movie fans. So we're gonna do our best. We know a lot about movies. We're gonna try to answer these questions. A lot of this is luck. So hopefully luck falls in our favor, and we can come out with a win tonight. These guys, I haven't seen their matches, but I'm sure they know their stuff, and we're just going to try to match them and be better. So let's do it.
Yeah, no, I absolutely agree. These guys are good competitors. I've seen them around the leagues as well. And we know we're not, it's not like a walkover or anything like that. We're going to be in for a fight. So we're just going to try to do the best we can, and hopefully things go in our favor.
Let's do it.
Welcome, everybody, to a brand new episode of Full Metal Teams Division. That's right. We are in the tournament to find a number one contender. I know what you guys are thinking. This is Sandman Robinson, but who is the growth on his face? I was mowing the lawn, and a bumblebee attacked me because he knew I was coming to host this match tonight, and I am so weakened from the bee bite, that son of a... But I had to get somebody in here who could take it if I just collapse, and that is Doug Castle. Doug, how you doing, buddy?
I'm here, man. I got your back. If those bees come back, I'm gonna fight them for you, even across the internet. We got you. But I'm excited to be here tonight. This is gonna be a good one.
If my cheek didn't hurt so badly, I would be so much more excited. Nah, of course I'm excited. This match is going to be great. We have two unknown teams that have never participated in Full Metal Teams before. We've got Dan Skip Allen teaming with newcomer Steve Billings. Steve, to me, is really the wild card in that team. We know that Dan can, that he can be great. He can pull answers. Steve is going to be the wild card, and he's going to try to prove himself. He's been in Classic once before, and he didn't do too badly. But then on the other side, we've got Butterflies and Hurricanes. We got Scott Harvey and Jimmy Derry. Like these guys know their stuff, and I know from experience that Scott knows his stuff because he's beaten me before. So it's just one of those things that which team is going to be able to pull the answers from the questions that we have available. What do you think about these two teams, Doug?
It's going to be great match. I think, as you said, I think Steven's going to be the real wild card here. We've seen the other three compete before, like to a competitive level, either on singles or teams, whether in whichever league you follow. So we've seen them do that, and we've seen them play, but I've never seen Steven before. So this is going to be complete mystery, and I love those. The mysteries are the best. Mysteries are the best. Ask Knives Out. It did great last year.
Absolutely, and that's a great movie. And you bring up the perfect point, is that these are the best matches because we don't know if it's going to be a knockout or if it's going to be 10 questions into sudden death. So I'm ready to see what these guys can do. How about you?
Absolutely. Let's get it.
Let's do it. Introducing first, with a record of 0-0 and a strength of the Mission Impossible franchise, we've got Scott Harvey and Jimmy Derry, the Butterflies and Hurricanes. And their opponents, also coming in with a record of 0-0 and a strength of Jim Carrey movies. We have Dan, Skip Allen, Steven Billings, the real deals. All right, guys, we are ready. Are you guys ready for round number 1?
Let's do it.
Heck yeah.
All right, Doug, do you want to read them the rules for round number 1?
Absolutely, guys. You know how round 1 works, but I'm going to give you the rules regardless. And it's every competitor gets 8 questions from 8 different categories. For each question, they get 15 seconds to write down their answer. After that time's up, though, we need you to show your answer and say what you have written down. Each answer is worth 1 point. If any of the competitors on the screen here get all 8 questions correctly, they will receive a bonus question. How was those rules? Were they up to standard? All right, cool. Let's get into it then.
I'm going to take the even questions. So, Doug, start them off with question number 1.
All right, guys. Sci-fi fantasy. Your question is, who plays Newt Scamander in Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them?
Oh, sadness that I have to endure a question about one of my least favorite Harry Potter franchise movies out there.
I get it might be your least favorite, but it does have entertainment value to it. I mean, there are some things about it, so I mean, it's not like the worst thing in the world.
4. No, I guess you're right. 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We are going to start over with Scott first.
Yeah. Not a fan of these movies, and actually not really a fan of this actor, but it's Eddie Redmayne.
And Dan.
Eddie Redmayne.
Jimmy.
If I miss this, my career is over.
That's right. That's and Steve.
Yeah, I slipped my mind. I didn't pull it.
Oh, Eddie Redmayne was, of course, the right answer for that one. We're going to roll right into question number 2, and it is in the category of drama. What 1999 teen drama features a cast that includes Reese Witherspoon, Selma Blair, and Sarah Michelle Gellar?
Now, my question, Sandy, if you were to cast your teen drama, who would you have it star in modern day?
You know what? I'm going to wait until after we have this countdown, which is going to start at 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pens down. All right, we are going to start with Steven.
Yeah. Clue.
Ooh.
Clue.
And Jimmy.
Nothing.
And Dan.
Election.
And Scott.
Sarah Michelle Gellar and Selma Blair have a pretty memorable scene in Cruel Intentions.
Yes, they do, and that's the
They won
only
the
correct answer. They won the MTV award for Best Kiss. They did. All right, question number 3.
Category of directors, guys, and the question is, as of today, what is the only film to be directed by Aaron Sorkin? Now, Aaron Sorkin, to be a person who has written quite a lot through his career.
Yeah, he's one of my favorite writers of all time. So my favorite TV show of all time is the greatest television show of all time, and that is The West Wing. So I will tell
Funny
anybody
thing you mentioned West Wing. Have you seen the Hamilton version of the battle cabinets where they do it in the West Wing style?
I have not, but we'll talk about that in 5.
Go watch it. It's great.
4, 3, 2, and 1. Pens down. Let's get answers. We're going to start with Jimmy.
I hope it's Molly's Game.
And Dan.
Molly's Game.
Scott.
Molly's Game.
And Steven.
Molly's Game.
We have our first clean sweep on that question. Good job, guys. Now everybody is on the board. When we go into question number 2, I've already written down, Doug. I'm going to go and watch that as much fast as I can after this because that's going to be great. But your category for this question is in comedy. Jimmy. In what 80s comedy will you find the quote? So the combination is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's the stupidest conversation I've ever heard in my life. That's the kind of thing an idiot would have on his luggage.
Faces look dumbfounded.
Mm-hmm.
Some may kick themselves after finding out what the answer is if they don't pull it.
5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's get pens down, and we're gonna start with. We're gonna go back to. Scott.
I don't know. Planes, trains, and automobiles.
That's a good guess. Steven.
Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
Also a good guess. Jimmy.
Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure.
That's another good guess. Dan, to bring it home.
Blues Brothers.
All good comedies. Unfortunately, the answer you was looking for, that was the combination to open up Spaceball City in Spaceballs.
That was my first guess.
All right, guys.
All right.
Going over to the next category, which is non-U.S. films. The question is, the French film La Totale was remade into what 90s film?
Sorry, could you possibly spell the title of the French film?
Latotale.
And
Your partner's got it.
That's right.
Your partner's got it. He's got my back. I appreciate that, Jimmy.
5,
French, not my greatest subject.
4, 3, 2, and 1. Pens down. Let's get some answers, starting with let's go to Dan.
I had no idea. I just put La Femme Nikita.
That's a good guess. Let's go to Jimmy.
Young the Professional.
That is also a good guess. Steven.
Birdcage.
You guys are coming up with some good movies. Scott.
I just said what it sounded like. Total Recall.
Well, and you know what, Scott? You were the closest out of everybody just because of who stars in it. We are talking about the Arnold Schwarzenegger classic, True Lies.
Oh,
Good one.
All right, guys. Question number 6 comes in the category of actors and actresses. Who appeared in the following films? Private Parts, The Truman Show, and Cinderella Man.
Out of those 3 movies, which is your favorite?
All right, listen, I have all of his books. I'm a huge fan. That's the only reason why I had Sirius Satellite Radio for the longest time. So I'm going to say that my favorite out of that is Private Parts, and I just watched it a couple of weeks ago. So
Private Parts is really good. I enjoy that movie a lot.
so
For me, it's The Truman Show.
Repeat the question.
Okay, it's Butterflies and Hurricanes, this first one. All right, in the category of actors and actresses, Andrew, who has appeared in the following films? Private Parts, The Truman Show, and Cinderella Man. And the only reason I said Andrew is because our head question writer has not seen Private Parts. Boo.
Boo. Boo to you.
God, can't do it.
5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pens down. Let's start with Steven first.
Paul Giamatti.
And Scott.
I also said Paul Giamatti.
Yes.
And Dan.
Paul Giamatti.
And Jimmy. Paul. There we go. Good job, guys. Paul Giamatti, of course. Pig Vomit himself. He is in Private Parts, and he's awesome in that movie.
All right, guys. Your penultimate question in recent releases. The question is, what 2020 film features a law enforcement team known as AMMO?
How do you spell that?
AMMO,
Oh,
like guns and ammunition.
thank you.
You got it.
Nope.
If you were to create a law enforcement team, what would you name that?
Oh, it would be an acronym that turned into a swear. I can absolutely guarantee you that. 5, 4, and I would study 2,
So,
but 3.
Duck with the F. Gotcha.
1. Pens down. All right, Dan, that's their first one. I
All
choked
right,
a little
guys.
bit there, so.
In recent releases, what 2020 film features a law enforcement team known as AMMO? AMMO. Friends under control. Kindly.
Yeah, I'm not going to go with that one. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pens down. All right, Dan, let's go back to you first. What do you got?
Bad Boys for Life.
And so Jimmy.
I said Bloodshot.
And Steven.
Bad Boys for Life.
And Scott.
Bad Boys for Life.
Bad Boys for Life is the correct answer. Good use of a repeat on that one. And we come to your final question in round number 1. Question number 8 is, of course, in plot summary. Here it goes. Name the 1980s movie. A team of researchers in Antarctica is terrorized by a shape-shifting creature that takes on the shape of its victims. I will not even pretend to not admit that this movie terrifies me. It is one of the scariest things of all time. I couldn't hate it more. And I know that hurts your. I know that hurts your heart, Doug.
It does, but I know most people don't like movies of this particular nature.
4, 3, 2, 1. Andrew. All right, pens down, everybody. We're gonna start with Steve. What do you got, Steve?
The Thing.
And Scott.
I knew I was going to kick myself when I heard it. I said The Howling.
And Dan.
The Thing.
And Jimmy.
I got you, Scott. The Thing.
The Thing
Thanks,
is
buddy.
the correct answer. Terrifying, terrifying, terrifying.
And that ties us up.
I bet you it does. We're just going to really check those scores for a second. We're going to be right back after this short break. All right, guys, we're back after that short, quick break that we took to get the scores counted up, and we do have a match on our hands right now. After struggling a little bit out of the gate, we have Steve coming in with, getting his last 3 questions right to tie this game up. 9 points apiece. Big time scores in the first round, guys. We're going to get into round number 2 right now. I'm going to read you the rules. The leading team will decide to go first or second. The players going first will either bet on red or black. The wheel will be spun and will land on either a category or a color. If a color is spun, the team with the corresponding color will choose a category for themselves or their opponent. If a category is spun, the team spinning can choose to take it or respin. If they respin, they will have to stick with whatever category they land on. From the category, the competitors will receive 6 questions worth 2 points each. Multiple choice is available. It will reduce the point value down to 1. Opponents can steal the points available if a question is answered incorrectly. Doug, read them their movies or their categories for round number 2.
All right, I got you. Guys, the categories for round 2 are as follows. Crime, Lakeith Stanfield, musicals, It Goes to the Top, movies about politicians, Disney live action, 1993 films, scores and soundtracks, 5, 6, 7, 8, movies about dancing, romance, Thrillers, Jim Carrey, which is Real Deal Strength, Mission Impossible franchise, which is Butterflies and Hurricane Strength, and of course the categories of Red and Black, which they are going to bet upon.
All right, so we're gonna do this, guys. I'm going to bring up the wheel. First off, we're going to get, because it was a tie game, so Butterflies and Hurricanes being the benefit of the roll at the beginning of the match, you guys can decide to go first or second.
First.
All right.
Okay,
Oh,
you guys
do you
are
know
gonna
what
go.
to? Okay, we'll go first.
All right, and what color would you guys like to pick?
You pick.
Black.
All right, black. All right, so we now have the wheel. Doug, if you want to give Butterflies and Hurricanes their first spin, if you'd like. I'm getting peanut gallery comments all the time. But real deals are not real deals. Butterflies and Hurricanes, are you guys ready for your first spin?
Yep.
All right.
Guys. And it's already been primed, so this is your spin. Musicals.
I'm not bad at it, but I think we could go one more time. What do you think?
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Let's
All
do
right.
it again.
Spinning
All right.
again.
Whatever you land on.
Yeah, sorry, Bar.
Thrillers. Okay.
All right, let's go.
Thrillers. Okay. There we go. All right, guys. Doug, this is your specialty. Would you
All
like
right.
to read these questions?
Absolutely. Just going to scroll down to Thrillers real quick, guys. And I will give you your questions as soon as I scroll down to them, because they are down here pretty far. There we are. All right. Are you guys ready? All right. Let's go, guys. First question in Thrillers. In Red Eye, Rachel McAdams' character is leaving Dallas and heading to what eastern U.S. city?
Oh, I think it might. I have an idea, but I think we should go multiple choice. I have seen the movie.
How confident are you on your guess?
5.
Multiple
4.
choice.
75%.
Multiple
multiple
choice. Is it A, Boston, B, Miami, C, New York, or D, Chicago?
Boston was my first thought.
Go for it.
Boston, final answer.
That is incorrect for a 1 point steal.
Steven, I'm going to go with New York.
Okay.
Yeah,
I don't really have an idea, so let's go for it.
New York, final answer.
That is also incorrect. We were looking for Miami.
My bad.
All right.
All right, your next question in Thrillers, guys. Who plays Prosecutor Janet Venable in Primal Fear?
I'll know it on multiple choice.
That's fair. I
What
haven't
do you
seen it, so
Okay, multiple choice.
multiple choice, please.
Dang it, I should know.
All right, is it A, Holly Hunter, B, Julianne Moore, C, Laura Linney, or D, Virginia Madsen?
I believe it's Laura Linney.
Go for it.
Laura Linney, final answer.
That is correct for a point.
Should
All
have
right,
done
your third question in Thriller. In Identity, the last names of the characters who arrive at the motel are named after what?
U.S. states.
that. Yes,
Fine answer.
final answer.
That is correct for 2 points.
Nice.
Big 2 points.
And continuing down, fourth question. What 60s thriller stars Frank Sinatra and Angela Lansbury?
That's the Manchurian Candidate.
Confident?
100%.
Go for it.
Final answer.
That is correct for 2 more points.
Nice.
All right, guys. Next question, your penultimate question in Thrillers. In the 1996 movie Fear, Mark Wahlberg and Reese Witherspoon have a daring sexual encounter while specifically on top of where?
It's a Ferris wheel.
Go for it.
Final answer.
That is incorrect for a 2 point steal.
Steven, I don't remember this movie.
What?
Can we hear the question again?
That's a repeat.
Can we hear the options again too?
No,
There was no options. He
There's
didn't.
no option.
Oh, all right. The question. Yeah. All
Um,
right, repeat.
You're using your repeat? Okay.
yeah.
In the 1996 movie Fear, Mark Wahlberg and Reese Witherspoon have a daring sexual encounter while specifically on top of what? On top of where?
Top of where? I don't remember this movie, Steven. So I have no way I could help in this.
5, 4, 3, 2.
On top
Answer.
of their truck
All
or
right,
car. No.
It's time's up.
Yeah.
We were looking for a roller coaster.
Yeah, he was close.
I'm sorry, Jimmy. I thought that was it.
And your final question in Thriller: who directed A Cure for Wellness?
It's,
Do you remember any other movies they did?
5,
multiple choice.
4.
Multiple choice.
Multiple choice. A. Gore Verbinski. B. Josh Trank. C. Christopher Landon. Or D. Gary Ross.
Is it Josh Trank?
Yeah, it's that's what I was leaning forward towards. So
Okay, Josh
That's
Trank. Final answer.
That is incorrect for a 1-point steal.
It's
Hey.
Gore Verbinski.
A. Final answer.
That is correct for a big 1-point steal.
Big 1-point steal.
My bad.
Well, all right. You know what? They started off a little bit rough in that round. Got two questions on 2-point values. Big 4 points there. But stumbled at the end again on a category they weren't completely sure on. But let's see what happens when we have Real Deal's turn. Real Deal, are you guys ready for your spin at the wheel?
Let's do it.
All right, guys. Real deal. Your spin is in.
black. Yes.
And
Yes.
it is opponent's choice.
We go
Would
there.
you like me to read those categories again for you?
Yes, please.
Okay. You have crime, Lakeith Stanfield, musical. It goes straight to the top. Movies about politicians, Disney live action, 1993 films, scores and soundtracks, 5, 6, 7, 8 movies about dancing, romance, Jim Carrey, which is Real Deal strengths, and Mission Impossible franchise, which is your strength.
Do we give them Jim Carrey?
No, that's their strength. We don't.
I know.
Sure. Yeah.
What do you think? Dance movies or scores and soundtracks? Those are the two I'm thinking.
Scores
Let's-
and soundtracks.
Yeah, because I think we have a better chance of stealing those. So scores and soundtracks.
All right.
All righty. I will give these questions. In the category of scores and soundtracks. All right, guys. You guys have 2 repeats left.
Damn. No, they have one.
They have one.
Teams get 4 repeats in
Oh,
a match.
okay.
4 repeats in
sorry.
your one thing. Sorry, I didn't mention that earlier. Yeah, 4 repeats. You guys, Butterflies and Hurricanes, you guys have 3. And your challenge, and you guys have 2 left. Are you guys ready for your first question in scores and soundtracks? Okay, here we go. What artist sang Arthur's song, The Best That You Can Do, for the 1981 film Arthur?
Yeah, I'm not sure. Multiple choice, Dan.
Yeah.
Okay, your multiple choice options are A, Christopher Cross, B, Michael McDonald, C, Seals and Croft, or D, Rupert Holmes.
Sounds like maybe a Seals and Croft type of song, but I don't
Not
know.
really sure. I mean, my first thought was Michael McDonald.
5,
But
4,
It's up to you, man.
3.
You want to go?
let's go Michael
2.
McDonald.
Final answer.
That is incorrect. Chance for a 1-point steal. Your options
Can we get-
again are
Okay.
A, Christopher Cross, B, Michael McDonald, C, Seals and Croft, or D, Rupert Holmes.
You want to go Seals and Crofts? Because that was their other thought.
What was the name of the song?
Arthur's song. Or do you want to
for
go
it.
Christopher
Go for
Cross?
it. Seals.
Okay, Seals and Croft, final answer.
That is not correct. The answer we were looking for, unfortunately for Butterflies and Hurricanes, is Christopher Cross is the right answer.
Oh, well.
All right, guys. Your second question is, who composed the score for 2005's King Kong?
You want to just do multiple?
You remember who did the Lord of the Rings? Maybe he worked with both of them.
Howard Shore.
So maybe go with Howard Shore.
We can take a chance, or we can.
4.
You want to take a
Let's
chance?
go to multiple. Let's go to multiple.
All right.
Your multiple choice options are A, Hans Zimmer, B, Danny Elfman, C, James Newton Howard, or D, Howard Shore.
I think it's Hans Zimmer, Steven.
You think so?
Yeah.
You feel confident?
I don't feel confident, but I think it's Hans Zimmer.
5.
All right, I'm gonna go with you, man.
4.
Hans Zimmer, final answer.
That is incorrect. Chance for a 1-point
Scott,
steal.
It's Peter Jackson, so I'm assuming it's Howard Shore.
Yeah, I was using the same logic as Dan was originally, so I'm going to say, you want to go with that?
Yeah.
Okay. Howard Shore,
Shore.
final answer.
That is also incorrect. Unfortunately,
We're so
you guys,
bad at this.
yeah, no, the correct answer was the awesome James Newton Howard.
Okay. All right.
Great game, guys.
Oh, geez.
All right, your third question in scores and soundtracks. Who composed the score for the film Paranorman?
Oh,
You're
God.
picking some doozy movies.
I saw Paranorman, Steven, but I couldn't tell you who composed the score. So definitely I would say multiple.
Multiple choice.
All right, your multiple choice options are A, Johnny Greenwood, B, Johan Johansson, C, John Carpenter, or D, John Bryan.
I'm thinking A was my first.
What was A? What was A?
I can't remember the name. It just felt good when I heard it.
Yeah.
I can give you the choice. I can give you the choice.
It was Johnny Greenwood, but
Yeah, I'll be honest with you. Johan Johansson. More.
actually, you know what? Let's do B. Let's do B.
B, final answer.
That is incorrect. Chance for a 1-point steal. Your options again are A, Johnny Greenwood, B, Johan Johansson, C, John Carpenter, or D, John Bryan.
Okay, let's not mess this up, Scott.
I don't think it's John Carpenter. I want to go. I think I might be John Bryan.
All right, let's go against what we thought the first time. Okay, D, final answer.
For a 1-point steal.
Yes.
All right.
Nice one.
Oh, Jesus. Question number 4. The Departed score was composed by whom?
Come on, Dan. You're the Martin Scorsese guy.
I know. Oh, God. The Departed. God, I got the score. Has he?
5.
Who does he work with before? Who does he work with before? Do you
I
remember?
couldn't tell you, buddy.
Multiple.
Okay. Your multiple choice options are A, Howard Shore, B, Alan Silvestri, C, John Powell, or D, Marco Beltrami.
C jumped out at me, Steven.
Which one was that? Michael, was that Powell?
Powell, yeah.
Okay, let's go with that.
All right, we're going to go with C, final answer.
That is incorrect. Chance for a 1-point steal. Your options again are A, Howard Shore, B, Alan Silvestri, C, John Powell, or D, Marco Beltrami.
You want to double down on Shore?
Yeah, I was about to say, I think it could be Howard Shore this time.
It sounds
All
like
right.
it.
Howard Shore, final answer.
For another 1-point steal. All right, we are on question number 5, your ultimate question. What is the name of the song from 50 Shades of Grey to receive an Oscar nomination for Best Original Song?
And let me get my girlfriend in here. Can she change spots with me for this question?
Beyonce songs. And I think it's a Beyonce song, but the name of it is just
Multiple choice.
Multiple, yeah.
All right, your multiple choice options are A, Love Me Like You Do, B, Haunted, C, Where You Belong, or D, Earned It.
Boy, Love Me Like You Do is so obvious. I don't think it's a choice. I think it's Earned It, D. I think that's the Beyonce song. I'm not sure. I'm not big on Beyonce
5,
songs, but
4,
I'm seeing D.
3.
Go for it.
D.
I don't have it.
For 1 point on the board in
It was
round
The
number
Weeknd.
2. And that song is from The Weeknd, not Beyonce, but
I'm glad you know your Beyonce, Dan.
Let's go, guys.
But I like The Weeknd though, so I'm glad.
All right, guys, and your last chance to garner any points in this round is in question number 6, and it is: who composed the score for the 10 Commandments?
Wow. Oh God. Somebody old, Steven. Somebody that would have done a bunch of scores back in the day.
5,
Bernard Herrmann.
4.
Could be multiple.
Multiple choice.
Okay, your multiple choice options are A, Bernard Herrmann, B, Elmer Bernstein,
That's who I thought it was.
C, Frederick Lowe, or D, Jerry Goldsmith.
Well, it's not Jerry Goldsmith, I don't think. But
I thought it was Elmer Bernstein, but you could be right, man. It could be A.
I don't know. You had that thought before you even said it, right? So I mean,
Yeah, I had
5,
Elmer Bernstein before.
4.
let's go with that.
B, final answer.
For 1 more point.
That's what I was thinking.
2 big points at the end there. We are going to take a short or long, depending on how bad the math is. And we're going to be right back after this. All right, guys, after that quick score calculation, we have Butterflies and Hurricanes at 16, followed by the Real Deals, of course, with 12 points. It is still anybody's game at this point. But, Doug, we're going to go into round number 3 right now. How about you read them the rules, please?
Absolutely, guys. For round 3, there will be 1 question worth 2 points and 2 questions worth 4 points each. There's no multiple choice and no stealing. Wheel will be spun to determine the movies for each questions. Team will have the option to respin 1 time in round 3, so choose wisely, guys. Make sure you do that. For the 2-point question, a coin will be flipped to see which teammate will answer. Both players can collaborate on the remaining 2. If a movie has no questions remaining for a respective point value, team lands on it, they will get a technical respin. The team behind will start answering questions first. Once the team ties or moves ahead of their opponents, the other team will then get their first question. Each team will go back and forth answering the questions until a team is mathematically eliminated.
Absolutely, and the movies that the competitors were given before the match started are Nightbreed, MacGruber, This Is Where I Leave You, Bonnie and Clyde, Chinatown, Rio Bravo, Rock of Ages, The Wolf of Wall Street, Inglorious Bastards, and Tron Legacy. Real Deals, you guys are behind. Here's what the situation is. You guys are 4 points behind. You can afford to miss out on your 2-pointer. But right now, we have to decide on who is going to take the 2-pointer. And I have... Ooh, yeah. Haha. All right. Yeah. I have my handy-dandy coin flip app. So, Dan... heads or tails?
I'll take tails.
All right. So that right now, it's on. Meow. It's on tails. So I'm going to flip it. And it is heads. So that means Steven has to take this question. So we're going to bring up the wheel.
And we got a respin too, Steven. We do have a respin.
Okay.
Yes. All right. So bringing up the wheel. And
And it's already been primed. So your question, well, your possible question, will land in the category of Rio Bravo.
I mean,
it's up to you, man.
I say let's risk it and spin again.
All right.
All right.
okay.
You're going to spin again.
And Bonnie and Clyde.
All right.
All right. Let's get down to Bonnie and Clyde. All right. All right, Steven, your 2-point question in Bonnie and Clyde is who plays Buck Barrow?
Gene Hackman.
For 2 points. All right, we stay with you guys with a fresh board. You do not have any respins, so whatever you land on is your, but you can confer, both of you can confer on these 2 questions. Are you ready for your spin?
Yes,
Do
sir.
it, Doug.
All right. Spin is in.
Bonnie and Clyde again. Well, they did well in the first one. Let's see if they can do well in the second one. Your first 4-pointer is in the category of Bonnie and Clyde. Where does the gang first hide out after shooting and killing the bank manager who jumped onto their car?
Don't they? I think it's
a house. I mean,
it's. I think it's
hide
family. It's like a cousin's
5,
house, maybe
4,
CW's house. Is it?
CW's
3,
father's house. CW's father's
2.
house.
Yes.
Final answer.
That is unfortunately incorrect. The answer we were looking for was a movie theater. They hide out in a movie theater.
Oh, that's right.
All right,
All
so
right.
here is how it works out, guys. You have 1 4-point question left. You have 2 repeats. If you hit the 4-pointer, it goes back over to Butterflies and Hurricanes, who only have to answer their 2-pointer, but at least it will not be a technical knockout. Are you guys ready for your spin?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
All right, guys.
And
Apparently,
then,
there's only 2 movies we were able to get.
Rio Bravo is your... All right, guys. To stay in it, your question in Rio Bravo is, what makes Chance think Angie was cheating at cards? We need specifics.
Something's going on. Someone said hold. I don't know.
Was she looking down? Was she?
I don't know, Steven. This is all you. I
5,
I mean, I know the I know the
have a
scene, but I
repeat.
don't
We have a repeat.
3, 2.
repeat.
Repeat.
That is your 3rd repeat. You have 1 left. What makes Chance think Feathers was cheating at cards? We need specifics.
Go with your gut. Whatever you think is the answer, Steven, just go with it. You know this movie, so you know it better than I do. I screwed up on the last one. Hopefully you can nail this one.
5, 4, 3,
She keeps looking
2,
under the table, down.
1.
Say final.
And your winners, by way of technical knockout, the Butterflies and Hurricanes. The answer we were looking for. There were 3 aces missing from the deck. That is how he knew she was cheating. All right. Well, that is how this match is going to end. We are going to go right into our post-match interviews with our unfortunate second place finishers, the Real Deals. All right, guys. You guys hung in there for quite a long time. You guys tied it up in the first round after a bit of a rocky start, but you guys came back. Unfortunately, you landed on black, which was just a smidge off of where red was. You almost got it yourself, but they ended up giving you scores and soundtracks. You guys multiple choice your way through it, but unfortunately didn't get any answers. You didn't give up a ton, but at the end of the day, they were still able to get 2 steals off you, which negated the steal that you got from them and a point. And then they were able to do a little bit better on those rounds. How do you guys feel about your overall performance today? And what are you guys looking forward to once the regular season starts?
Well, I'll tell you, I feel bad about the Bonnie and Clyde question. I literally just watched Bonnie and Clyde yesterday, and I've watched it multiple times before. I should have known that movie theater, and as soon as you said movie theater, it just hit me like a ton of bricks. I thought Steven did great grabbing Gene Hackman there for Buck Barrow. But the main thing is landing on black and getting musicals. Him and I had a conversation before the match started. We don't want anything to do with musicals, soundtracks, anything like that. And bam, wouldn't you know it, we would land. I saw the categories, the round tables. Please don't let us land on that. That would be finished if we land on that. And of course, that's exactly what happened.
Yeah, I mean, like I said before, it's a lot of this is luck, and unfortunately, we had a kind of a bad streak in the second and third round where, we got, we lost, we opponent's choice, and then honestly, it seemed like we were only going to get 2 choices for movies in that last round. I was hoping to get something a little bit close. I mean, I know some classic stuff, but I was hoping to get something that I had spent a little bit more time studying. So unfortunately, we didn't get that. And, we'll just study harder and we'll do better next time. So.
Absolutely. Don't let anybody tell you, you guys played a great game today. You got unlucky, but it's that's just the way the game gets played every so often. So thank you guys so much for playing today. I look forward to seeing you guys in the regular season with an 0-1 record. You guys are going to have a plethora of people that you can challenge or get put up against. So we will see you guys once the tournament is over. But for right now, we're going to go to our winners, butterflies, and hurricanes. Scott and Jimmy, you guys got it. You won. You didn't have to answer a question in round number 3. You guys picked up some pretty decent steals, right at the end there to give you guys, those 2 steals. If you don't have those 2 steals, then they get their 2-pointer. It's a tie game at that point. So, but you guys played a great game. How do you guys feel about your performance today, and what are you looking forward to?
I'm going to be honest. I think that this was neither of our best match for sure. There was a really bad stretch there in the second round. But it's weird because I recently in the leagues, I feel like I've been doing pretty well in the matches, but getting unlucky and coming out losing. And yet today, I feel like I didn't do as well, and yet luck was just happened to be on our side, and we came out on top. Obviously, opponent's choice was big, and in the end, I was the one who put Rio Bravo on the list, so it actually came through for us in the end. So I was pretty happy about that because that's one of my favorite movies. So.
Absolutely. Jimmy, you look like you're just exhausted from this experience. How are you feeling over there on your first team match over here?
Oh my god. I want to say, Steven and Dan, they were scaring the hell out of me. So
great match.
All around. Oh my god, I can't speak.
That's all right.
I'm just shaking, and I'm glad that we got opponent choice, of course, and I would have given them Mission Impossible, but Scott had a good pick with scores and soundtracks. That was a better option, obviously. So yeah, it's a look at the wheel as usual.
Absolutely, and you guys made the right decision. You gave them something that was hard for them to do, for them to get onto, and you guys were able to pick up a couple of steals. Now you guys are moving into round number 2. We don't particularly know who you guys are competing against right now, but Andrew does, and Andrew, is gonna come in and
Take me
say,
out and put him in. Yeah.
"Hi."
That'll
Gentlemen,
Please don't tell me it's Michael and Caleb.
it's not Michael and Caleb.
Okay.
However, it is Dom and Dustin. You guys are going to be playing Light It Up.
Light it up. Okay.
All right.
right.
Thank you very much, Andrew. And thank you for those great questions. While I got you on here, you're doing great.
Thank you.
I appreciate you, brother.
Appreciate you too.
All right. So there you go. You guys got Team Light It Up, a veteran team in this league. One of the teams that had a bye, I believe, through the first round. Maybe. I don't know. I can't remember. Whatever. They're your opponent in round number 2, regardless of whether or not they got a bye. What do you guys know about Dom and Dustin? And yeah,
They're both beasts. It's going to be a tough matchup, but hey, we didn't play our best match today and we still won. So I think that maybe says something about us, and they shouldn't take us lightly, I don't think, because I think we are going to put in a better performance next time, and I'm excited for it. If you want to be the best, you got to beat the best. So.
Absolutely, guys. Well, we're going to get out of here right now. Thank you guys so much for playing, and we will see you guys in round number 2. Doug, we're not going to take too much long here. This was a great match all the way up into round number 3. And, they made it a little bit close with that 2-pointer, but they just couldn't they couldn't get over that hump. What are your thoughts on this match real quick?
No, it was a great match. Highly entertaining. We've seen what each team can do now. Now they just got to improve on their game and continue to show us what they can do.
Absolutely. It's not going to be and Butterflies and Hurricanes, they got a tough test, but I think they're up to the challenge. They admitted they didn't play their best match, so they know they still got more in the tank. But we are going to get out of here. I am Sandman Robinson. Thank you guys so much for watching. Like, comment, respond to this match. Tell us how you feel about it. Tell us how you feel about us. Me and Doug, we're here. The Thriller and the Manila. We're all here. Doug Castle. Me neither. Although I've got this thing on my face, so whatever. The bee could have come from Manila. That stung me. But anyway, Doug, thank you so much for being my co-host tonight. I really appreciate you as well. Thank you to everybody. We're out of here, and as always, have fun like movies.